Who makes the best ribs that you've ever tasted before in your life?
My dad.
What's up?
Who makes the best ribs that you've ever tasted?
Yeah, 1,000%. There's not even a question about it. If I was offered $1,000,000 to lie about it, I don't even think I'd take it. Yeah.
Who makes the best ribs that you've ever tasted before in your life?
My dad. Don't make no sense.
Mmm. It's good. It's perfect. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July and was able to enjoy some festivities. Dwayne and I were planning on cooking out yesterday, but we had thunderstorms in the area, so that derailed our plans where we're going to be cooking out today.
Right. So what we're doing is, clearly we've been working on the house, moving boxes out, putting them in storage. You've seen me, well, not many of you, but some people seen me, doing some painting and scraping and all that stuff. If you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check it out and give us a little like if you can. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you step by step. It's summertime. You want to do some summer fun, cooking out, this and that. We're going to do some ribs, right? So I'm going to show you how I do my ribs.
The best ribs in the world, I might add.
Appreciate that. All right, so let me flip the camera. We're going to show you what you're going to need. All right, so what you're going to need for these ribs, obviously, you're going to need some ribs. So we go with beef chuck short ribs. Not all the time, but these seem to give you the most amount of meat. So you want to get you a pack of ribs. You can do this on pork ribs if that's what you eat. So you're going to need some ribs. You're going to need some brown sugar. Now it doesn't matter if it's light brown or the dark brown sugar. You just need some brown sugar. You're going to need some onion powder. You're going to need some garlic powder. Black pepper is optional. You don't have to do it. You can sprinkle some black pepper on there, little cayenne pepper. And I like to use the sweet and smoky rub. And the reason why I do that is I put the ribs in the oven first. So you want to put your ribs in the oven at about 275. Preheat it to 275. After you get it cleaned up, seasoned, you put it inside the oven. You want to leave it in there for about 2.5 hours. Then you take them out, you char them on the grill. All right. So our oven is already preheated to 275, and we're going to start this process in a second. But come on back over here. What you want to do now is, obviously, you want to cut the ribs open. Get you a nice sharp knife. If you don't have a cutting board, you can grab one from the dollar store. Literally, you can go to Dollar Tree and get one of these. I use this little quick one. We do have others, but this is so easy. It's slim. Drop it on, make your cuts. Parchment paper, also optional. I put it on because I feel it's easier to season the ribs with. After I make the cuts and clean it up and whatnot, put it on there, I just shake it out on paper, however I want, fold the paper up, throw it in the trash. We're going to clean our meat with some lime juice, and let's get started. I'll show you how to do all this. All right, first things first. First thing you want to do, get rid of your wedding ring. You don't want to get all that slime and nastiness on there. So we'll place this down over here, we'll cut these open, and we'll get to trimming them up. So you can do it either way. You could either trim these membranes off first and then put them to soak, or you can soak them and then cut them afterwards. Doesn't matter, the process is going to be the same. So you want nice even cuts right down. And again, this is where that sharp knife is going to come into play. If you're going to use a knife that's you know, dull or serrated. Oh, I got a little bit of that meat there. Still good though. Back side, front side, lots of meat left on the bone there. We're gonna drop that right in. And this is what you're left with. See this big hawking chunk of fat? Not good. All right, let's get that there. So of course, I'm gonna wash the meat now. Now, again, I know a lot of people just open up the packages and they begin to season and start cooking. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to cook. You cook however you want. But I do clean the meat. When I'm using poultry, I typically use vinegar, some vinegar and water. Let it rest, massage that in there, rinse off all the slime. Same process when it comes to beef. I'm gonna use the lime juice that I showed you earlier. And the reason for that is, again, this stuff, after they cut these up, they sit on the shelves in the packages and the blood and all that, it gets really slimy and just nasty. So you wanna rinse that stuff off, but you want some type of acidic, you know, juice to help it, you know, clean. And then I got myself a drink. You should get yourself one. All right, so we're gonna use our lime juice. I'm just gonna use this in here. Wasn't much of this one left. Brought out another bottle. Don't mind the noise, dishwasher's running. Get a little lime juice in here. All right. Any of you channels that we watch, if I see you doing this, I know you got it from me. All right. So we'll put this in here now. Get a little water in there. All right. And then we're gonna get this going. Get these nice, even cuts. We want the fat trimmed off, membrane cut down. See that? Nice, even cuts. All right, so we're gonna let this sit in here. All right, get this water in here. I think I may need a little bit more lime juice, just based off of the size of these pieces. We're gonna let that sit for about 5 to maybe 7 minutes. We don't want the lime juice to actually start to cook it, because that can happen. If you leave your meat in lime juice, lemon juice, vinegar, anything like that, it's gonna start to break it down, and we don't want that. This is why we mix it with the water. So we're gonna leave it in there so it can soak up for about 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, depending on how much meat you're using. And then we'll take it off, or we'll take it out, rinse it off, drop it on parchment paper, we'll get the seasoning.
Like and subscribe. Hey, and see.
All right. So it's been about 5 minutes. I guarantee you, I promise you, if you try this method, you're gonna feel in the water. You're gonna feel how slimy it is. And once you see it start to get that haze on there, then you wanna start to pull them out. So now I'm just emptying this water out. And look at that. The water is pinkish, clearly, because of all the blood and the nastiness that's on there. Just gonna give it a nice little rinse. Rinse it off. We don't want to dry this. Sometimes you see people pat it. You can if you want. Again, I'm not telling you how to cook. I'm just showing you how I do it. The method that I do. Well, hot. Alright. And the reason I'm not gonna pat it dry is because I'm gonna season it now. And I want the seasoning to stick to the meat. So it's very important to wash your hands in between, because you don't want to, with these slimy, nasty meat hands start grabbing your seasonings and stuff and shaking it on, and then you put it back. That stuff stays on the shakers and the. Again, I'm not telling you how to do it. You do it how you want, but if you want to stay clean, then that's how you want to do it. All right, first up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little onion powder. And this is not in any particular order. You shake however you want to shake on there. This is what we're doing now. We get a nice little even shake. And on the sides, lightly. You can also, while it's on the paper, grab it and kind of dab on the sides there. Works the same. Got our onion powder going on. It's seasoned up nice. That's down. Now we're gonna go with our garlic powder. And again, don't be too heavy-handed. You want to make sure you see the flakes on there, obviously, but not too heavy-handed. You do that, and you're gonna go in the comments and tell me how disgusting your ribs came out, and it ain't gonna be my fault. Right? Again, optional. Black pepper. So I'm not gonna be too heavy-handed with this. We're gonna make sure we can see those pepper flakes. And with those pepper flakes on there, I'm not gonna get the sides or anything. I know it's good.
How those ribs looking?
Look pretty magnificent.
All right, so now with our sweet and smoky seasoning, you do want to be a little heavy-handed with this. So we're just gonna make sure we get that all in there. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. We want it all on the sides. We want this well seasoned. All right. It's getting there. It's looking good. Looking good. Put that on there. Okay. Oh, this one is so nice. Now you see how all the seasonings are sticking to the meat because I didn't pat it dry. It'll air dry itself. When it air dries, it's gonna leave it a bit sticky, right? So we got these nicely seasoned, right? They're all on there. We just did the sweet and smoky rub. Now we're gonna drop in some of this brown sugar. Now what this brown sugar is gonna do when you put it in the oven, all of this stuff is gonna start to meld together. This brown sugar is gonna caramelize. Oh my goodness, so good. All right, so we're gonna get this in there. So brown sugar, for the most part, it'll start to cake up. You'll get those lumps in there, which is fine. This is the reason why I'm kind of like digging in the box and kind of dropping it on there. Because what we're gonna do now is, we're gonna rub this into the rub. We want to pat it in there, kind of spread it out. Get this to caramelize on. We want to get it on the sides. Look at that. Drop it on both sides. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. This is looking magnificent. Okay. We like our ribs a little sweet, a little heat. So lastly, we got the brown sugar on. We got all the spices on that we need to put on. we're going to shake on some cayenne pepper. Now, depending on how spicy you like your food, really depends on you and how heavy-handed you are when it comes down to shaking your cayenne pepper onto your meat. So I'm gonna do not so heavy-handed, but I'm gonna make sure I apply a generous amount of cayenne pepper on the meat. We'll get them in the trays, and then we'll get the bacon. Here we go. Cayenne pepper going down. Those are all in now. Obviously it shook off on some spots. Let's rub that in. Spread it out a little bit. Now, what I normally would do is I would make my own barbecue sauce. For this video, I'm not gonna do that. That would be another video if you want to see me make some barbecue sauce from scratch. But for these, we're gonna get them in the oven, and when we get them on the grill, very important, don't put your barbecue sauce on now. We're gonna get it in the oven first. When you get it on the grill and they start cooking, that's when you want to brush it on. Once you get it, nice and charred, then you brush on your barbecue sauce. And we like to use the Sweet Baby Ray's. Which one is that?
Sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy. So I'm gonna get these in the pan now, and we will put these inside of the oven. Oven is already preheated. So the reason for the parchment paper, again, now that everything is seasoned up, we got a little bit of mess here. It's not on the counter, it's not in a bowl or anything. So roll it up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're good to go. No fuss, no muss. All right, so seasoned up, get them inside the oven. And we're gonna set it for about 2.5 hours. So we'll set for 2.5 hours. Start it there. Let it cook. Don't open the oven every 2 seconds, checking on it. Don't turn the light on. Don't do any of that stuff. Leave it alone. Let it cook. And then, when that 2.5 hours is up and ready to go, then you pull them out. I'm going to show you a little secret. A little something I put on before I put them on the grill. Then we'll get to the grill.
2 hours later.
Have mercy. It smells absolutely bonkers. Oh my goodness. Look at what you look at that. Look at that. Somebody look at that. See how the seasoning just crusted over on it? Delicious. So we're gonna get ready to put these on the grill. What we're looking for on the grill now, because right now at this point in time, they are pretty much cooked. You don't want to put it on the grill for too long. You want to char them. Get those nice grill lines in between. Super delicious. There's a difference when you're putting your meat directly on the grill. You can do that. It'll have to be at a low temperature. And you can grill it that way. Absolutely, I've done it before. But I kind of like it this way. It just tastes so much better. So this is the little special thing I was going to talk about. So obviously we're going to Like I said, we're not doing a video on barbecue sauce. So we're using Sweet Baby Ray's. We're going with the sweet and spicy. Now if you want to enhance that flavor a little bit, what I tend to do is I put a little rum extract in it. Now only you guys watching this know. Don't tell your friends, just make these delicious ribs and they're gonna say, what the hell did you put in this? Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Or if you want, you can tell them to go watch the video. Alright, so we'll put some extract in here. Now, people tend to, when they use extract, nah, son. Yeah, yeah. Boom, see that? Fantastic. Alright, so now we're ready to brush. I'm going to give this a little mix. Plastic spoons.
Middle drawer.
Middle drawer. How organized my wife is, man. Look at this. What the hell?
Yay, me!
You did good. Give this a little mix. Now again, this, for the most part, you would do this with your homemade barbecue sauce. But it's just as good. If you don't want to spend that extra time making your homemade barbecue sauce, go ahead and get whatever barbecue sauce you use. You don't have to use Sweet Baby Ray's. We like Sweet Baby Ray's. Use whatever it is you want. If you're using low carb barbecue sauce, because there's some people out there who can't do that, the low sugar barbecue sauce, use whatever you want. But still put the extract in there. And let me tell you something. It smells crazy. It's crazy. Alright, this is nice and whipped up. Give it a little taste. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah. Oh yeah. I promise you. Just follow these instructions. Your ribs are gonna come out amazing. And if you can, come back to this video. Let me know how amazing it came out. What are you doing, puppy?
Hi, Storm.
What are you doing?
Storm. What are you doing? Ruffs. She's like intentionally not looking at the camera. Hi, Storm. Are you gonna talk to us?
Not today. You gonna give me some ribs? That's what she's looking at.
She's still mad at us for kicking her out the room last night.
I don't know. All right, here we go. Take these. We'll put the fat side down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get that char on there. Doesn't need long for these to char. Alright. Just char, and I'm gonna roll them. So now we get our barbecue sauce. Now we're going to brush them on while they're on the grill. I cannot tell you how good this smells. Get this nice and sauced. Brush these on here. Look at that. Look how delicious that looks. See that? Alright? Looking good. So now, at this point, we got them sauced up on one side. Now what you want to do is you want to start rolling them. I'm going to take this side and roll it. Get that line going there. Roll this. And we're going to continue to sauce them up. She think I'm cute. She want to blow kisses to me.
I do. I blow kisses to him all the time because he's so cute.
You can smell the aroma. The aroma is absolutely bomb. It just smells so good. We don't want to char these too long. Now we're going to put the face down. We want those grill lines on there.
Can you turn the hot dogs while you're at it?
Sure.
We may not be ready to turn, but might as well.
All right, come on over here. See these nice charred grill lines right here? Don't get too close, not the camera. This is what you want to see. When you see this, for the most part, it's pretty much done. So I'm going to take these back off now. Put them back in the pan that I just took them out of the oven. It's fine. You're going to see at the bottom of the pan, there's going to be some oil in there. That oil is basically from the meat that kind of broiled off in the oven. It's fine. It's not going to do anything to it. Put that back in there. And then once we get them back in there, we'll give it one final brush. Look at that.
Delicious.
So those are done. Like I said, we're going to give those a final brush.
So ribs are off the grill, and this is what we're working with. As you can see, it's sauced to perfection. Perfect char lines that we showed on the grill. We're ready to dig in.
All right, guys. So we thank you, as usual, for joining us in today's video. We hope everyone had a fantastic 4th of July. And we look forward to interacting with you guys. So drop us a comment and let us know what you think about this recipe. We're about to taste it real quick, and then we'll set our plates up later on. But we're about to dig in. You know,
Best ribs in the world.
So with that being said, we will catch you in the next video.
Bye.
This don't make no sense.
Taste.
Don't make no sense.
It's perfect. I can taste the charcoal. It has that spice with a little bit of sweetness. Meat's tender.
Fully cooked rib.
Magnificent. You can't have any.
You recording this?